Shrinetime Entertainment TV, the nerd is the word.
This is Felecia Angelle, and you're listening to Shrinetime Entertainment Podcast. The nerd is the word.
What is up? This is your boy Mike Maverick, and welcome to Shrinetime Entertainment Podcast, where we always say the nerd is the word. Now here's your host, DJ Money Senpai and Company.
It's a new year full of nerd awesome games, anime, TV shows, movies, conventions, and more. Woo! Looks like another hyped up year to be a nerd, and as such, it's now time for the number one up and coming nerd awesome podcast party that we all call Shrinetime Entertainment Podcast, where we always say the nerd is the word. It's your man Charles, aka Money Senpai, all day, every day, your money making, anime, gaming, future cosplaying, urban ambassador to nerdkind, founding host. And with me are my A-team with all things anime, video games, manga, movie, TV, cosplay, whatever nerd, we got it. First up is our engineer, Ace Gamer, the pride of Shrinetime, the hardest working man in anime gaming, and our Iron Man of gaming, Mike Machismo Maverick.
Hey, how's it going? It's great to be here. It's New Year.
Ride the Maverick, baby. He's riding the wave of success. That man is going places in 2015. Next up is our dedication to voice acting profession, the voice of Amelia, and our Tony Stark of anime and tech, Roy, aka Roy.
You're listening to Shrinetime Entertainment.
Oh, yes. That much. I can believe anything you say. It is just come true. Like
no, you got me confused with Morgan Freeman.
Oh man. Oh man. I'm gonna leave that one alone. I really am. Now, there's a lot of anime games, movies, TV, and conventions coming up this year, and we're going to be talking about them all, as well as what 2014 gave us all. Plus, with the new year comes new guest spots, special announcements, and a special new segment that will have you tongue tied for days. Practically Mike after he sees Sarah Kagura 5 times.
One time.
A new Shrinetime Entertainment, folks. It's our very first guest spot of 2015, and as always, it's an awesome one at that. Fellow party goers, he's an awesome voice actress and fan of what she does, too. Her roles include Asuka from Sarah Kagura, Hana from Bento, Kana from Carnival, Coco from Fairy Tail, the tough but sweet Mana Takemita from Day A Lie, the beautiful Miyu from Aesthetica of Road Hero, the beautiful yet sexy Deadly Vixen Rainier, and Yuma Amado from High School DxD, among others. Please show your
and you left out Emmy from what's it called?
The devil is a part-timer.
Yes. Please show your love and welcome her back to the shrine, Miss Felecia Angelle. Say what's up.
Hey guys, happy 2015 to everybody. I hope your new year is awesome.
She is. It's awesome when you're here.
Oh,
Oh, it's so beautiful.
I know.
Yeah, so welcome back to the shrine. It's your second appearance. How you doing? How's it going?
I'm doing great, and I'm glad to be back here with you guys.
Oh, it's great.
And it's great to meet you for the very first time, Felecia. I mean, I tweaked you, and you followed me, and there you go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all right. We get to have an actual conversation
Yes.
instead of a text one.
Yes.
It's awesome too, you know what I'm saying? She's really amazing to talk to. One person on Facebook says we really love talking to her, and it's true because she's an awesome voice actress. She's an awesome person in person. You know what I'm saying? Anybody who's blessed to meet her in person or in cons, you know, you guys are really blessed. Roy is one of them.
Oh, thank you guys so much. I just try to show up and be myself, and I'm really appreciative to all of you for, watching the shows and listening to the podcasts, and it makes me really happy to be here.
It's awesome to have you here. We got a lot to discuss, especially with your roles in anime as well. There's a lot of stuff we didn't carry over to the first interview before, but we will definitely get into it all tonight. But first off, I do want to bring some bad news to us. The industry was rocked this week as we found out the passing of a voice actor and narrator of the hit anime series Fairy Tail. Mr. Bob Magruder passed away this past week, and it is a sad time for us in the industry. To anybody who knows him, he's awesome. He's an amazing guy. He's an amazing voice actor. And for all of us here, we definitely send our heartfelt regret and our deepest condolences to the family of Bob Magruder. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
I don't know if you guys know. Well, I don't know if Felecia knows him a lot, but if you did, what was your experience with Bob?
I didn't get to meet him in person, but I have watched Fairy Tail, and I know that the show has reached out and touched so many people.
Right.
And as an industry that is so insular, it really is sad for us when we lose anyone. So condolences to his family, to his friends, and to all of his fans during what has to be a very tough time.
Yeah. It really is, and the outpouring of support by fans all across the world that we just saw. If you look at the Funimation fan page on Facebook and Twitter, is outpouring is amazing. So that's another sign of what Felecia just mentioned about the fan support of Fairy Tail and how it touched so many people. So rest in peace, Mr. Magruder. Moving on from that. I do want to ask, considering the fact that, being a fan, because I didn't cover it last time, but I should have this time. How did you like your role of Miyu in Aesthetica Rogue Hero?
It was an interesting role. It was really kind of challenging for me being my first lead. I learned so much during that show, just things that I hadn't had the opportunity to go through in other booths at that point because, again, it was my very first lead role. And working so closely with Colleen on it was amazing. It was a little tough for me because she was so sort of vulnerable in the beginning, and that was a little hard for me to achieve because I guess I wanted what ended up happening in the series, which is that she sort of comes into herself and realizes she's a badass and stands up. And but in the beginning, she's just so lost and afraid that it was a little bit difficult. But thanks to Colleen, we got there. And I mean, it really was. It was a fantastic work experience.
Colleen is awesome. So anything and everything that anyone does in Funimation, you said this a dozen times, if not a million, that any anime that Funimation gets is going to be pure gold. 100K gold.
Yes, and to a certain anti-Funimation purist that shall not be named. Yeah, we know who you're talking to.
Yeah, fuck off.
Those people.
Ooh, bringing the hammer down.
Bring down the hammer.
Oh, yeah, crying over because DBZ Kai is quote unquote ruining. Okay, I'm not going into details.
Yeah, that's all good, man. But to very few people, you are actually a fan of this industry yourself. If you're not, explain to the people what you are a fan of. I mean, what I'm saying? What are your biggest fan?
Well, a lot of my bigger ones are some of the older shows that I cut my teeth on. I became a fan when I was maybe 14 or 15, watching Gundam Wing after school. I would actually go across the street to the neighbor's house because I lived with my grandmother and we didn't have cable.
Yes.
So I would leave a VHS tape with the neighbor boy's mom and asked her, could you please just record the show that comes on at 4:30 on Cartoon Network, and then I'll come over before, and then I'll come and pick it up from you so that I could go home and watch Gundam Wing.
I'm not gonna lie.
On my VHS tape.
Oh my god.
Go ahead.
Oh my god. It's funny. It's funny that it happens to me while I was in high school as well. All right, here's the thing. We don't have Cartoon Network. We don't have all we have is 25 channels on cable back around 90 from the early 90s all the way to 2001 until we get 60 channels. But
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Well,
because
and back in my day, if you had basic cable, you only got 13 channels.
Here's the thing.
Back in the days.
Here's the thing. We live in a boondocks area back then until they finally advanced. And here's the funny thing. I did the exact same thing when it comes to Cartoon Network. We don't have Cartoon Network, so we recorded. I asked a friend of mine who is a classmate, say, hey, record this show around that time area and then watch it. And then I was watching Gundam Wing, Dragon Ball Z, Ronin Warriors, before
Outlaw Star.
Yes, Outlaw Star.
Before Dexter's Laboratory comes out. Dexter's Laboratory is one of my favorite shows, but hey.
Okay. Do what you got to do to survive as a nerd.
Yeah.
It's true. And I mean, comparatively, I had it easy because before that, I mean, there were people who would just get together from the 70s onwards with tapes that they would have to order from Japan and hope that the person that they paid through the mail didn't, cheap out on them. And it was actually Dragon Ball Z on that tape. Right. It came a long way, but a lot of my first favorites were those that I got to see on Sci-Fi had Anna Mondays.
Annie Mondays.
Don't forget,
I fell in love with Fatal Fury the motion picture.
Yes, thank you.
Oh my god. Suncoast got the two OVAs, the original Fatal Fury, and then the second one, The Legend of the Hungry Wolf. And
the first was 100 Wolf, I think. The second New Battle.
Okay.
That's it. There you go.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but Anna Money does have a Fist of the North Star.
Yeah.
Annie Money doesn't exist anymore.
Not anymore. But Fist of the North Star might have been on, what is it, Wham? It was I
think I know what you're talking about.
Because that's where I first watched Van Dread on that back in the day, and Ico.
It was called Anime.
I
think it came on Action and Web.
Yeah, the Action, because that's also where Blue Seed and 3x3 Eyes played.
It also come on.
If I remember right.
Jesus. There's no better time to have these programs on during that time. But hey.
And I have a question, Felecia.
Go ahead.
If Gundam Wing's one of your favorites, who's your favorite pilot in Gundam?
Ooh.
Duo Maxwell, Gundam Death Scythe Hell Custom.
Hell yeah. That's my favorite as well.
Yes.
Have you gotten the opportunity?
It's the right choice.
Have you had the opportunity to meet Scott McNeil yet?
Not as a peer, I guess. Not since I've become a professional. I did get to meet him as a fan at MechaCon many years ago because I had a friend who was working security and knows that I am a little bit in love with Scott McNeil.
Nice.
And got me to meet him. And he was fantastic. I mean, he did a recording on my phone for me of Deadeye Duck from Captain Bucky O'Hare and the Toad Wars, which was one of my first favorite characters when I was little. And I would love another opportunity to meet him, but hopefully if you guys all write to your convention organizers and shamelessly plug me like I'm shamelessly plugging myself right now.
Please get Angelle, please. Yeah. I beg you. Don't make me beg. You know you can't.
Have Felecia and Scott McNeil at the same con.
Same con.
And also, Felecia.
Right?
Also, Felecia, during around the time around the early 2000s, have you discovered ROMs for the SNES? I mean, if you do, you're probably familiar with Gundam Wing, what's it called, Endless Waltz, the video game.
Yes. Oh no! See, I'd never played the game. The only game I played was a weird little action game that was on the Toonami website. Back in the day,
that one.
I played that, but I haven't played any of the other Gundam games.
Well, Gundam games went downhill after Endless Waltz. I just want you to know that. Well, that's just my opinion. I don't know what everybody else thinks, but that's me. But I want to say, what besides Gundam Wing, what else are your favorite tastes?
DBZ was a very first favorite of mine. I'm actually currently watching DBZ Kai with my husband,
which
is a really fun experience for both of us because we're both big nerd that just kind of ended up together.
Right.
So we'll every now and again, like during an intense fight or something, look over and think like, what would your 15-year-old self say right now? Who said, by the way, you're going to marry somebody that you are crazy about and you're going to like watch DBZ together.
Hey, whenever you can find somebody who's into what you're into, you know what I'm saying? That is love indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Love. Come on with it. If you love the one you're with, love them.
Yes.
Yeah. Space Australia.
Let's see, what are some of my others though? Fruits Basket was huge for me.
I love that.
Oh my gosh. I still have a little Kyo plushie around here
Nice.
somewhere.
I possess Volume 1 of that still. According to Clarion Harp, they don't make volume parts anymore, just the complete collection stuff now.
Yeah.
When she saw it, she like, wow, that's old.
Complete collections.
You definitely got it.
I've watched the first 6 episodes of Fruits Basket too many times.
You definitely gonna have to talk to one of our other co-hosts, Belle Gal, who's actually a Fruits Basket fan as well. She got plushies up the wazoo, so yeah.
Oh, let's see. Oh, Bebop. You can't talk about early favorites without talking Bebop. And I am jealous of anybody who got those gorgeous limited edition sets.
Right? I didn't get one either.
I didn't get one. I got so close to doing it.
I wanted to, but I kind of forgot to place pre-order.
Yeah.
I got so close.
Yeah, and then I'm like, oh, it'll be fine. And suddenly, post on Facebook, Right Stuff and Amazon are all sold out.
Hey.
And Funimation.com included. All of them.
Well, I'm telling you, I have got my eyes peeled for that remaster release of Outlaw Star.
Yes!
It is.
I have it. I have it on DVD.
Favorite
I wish it would hit Blu-ray.
$10.
Well, I have it on DVD. I actually bought them way back in the day from Suncoast. And I have little individual volumes.
Oh,
There were three parts, and I have part 1 and 2, but I loaned part 3 out at some point, and I am so trusting with these things. It is just gone.
And you never got it back.
I never got it back, and I can't even remember who I loaned to it. So yeah, whoever out there has my Outlaw Star 3rd volume, like, fuck you. That wasn't cool, and I don't appreciate it.
Yeah, hey, that is a wrong thing to do, just to ruin somebody else's volume and ruin their collection. That is wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But I do want to say, what is your favorite character from Outlaw Star? I pray tell.
Oh man, it's like picking your children. I don't.
Yeah, that one's hard.
I guess I gotta go with Jean, but it is a hard press between Jean, Aisha Clan, and Twilight Suzuka.
Twilight Suzuka for the win.
Suzuka, holy fuck.
Aisha Clan. All the way.
Okay. We are the dead weight.
Guitar Empire.
We're in the dead heat with this. We don't know who's well, but I would say this is, personal preference, by the way.
Asia Clan World Order.
Yeah.
Meow.
Oh my god. But you guys are reliving my childhood again. It's nostalgia gone wild.
Oh.
Tsunami.
But what's true?
That Hot Springs episode, you guys.
Yeah.
Oh yes, that was real.
All that steam.
Hopefully, so I got a question.
What show was it?
I got a question.
I can't.
I got a question. Do you have you checked out Tenchi Muyo during that time of Toonami?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's my thing with Tenchi.
Oh.
I was just a little bit of a tomboy, and I did not understand Tenchi. Like, just because I thought the girls were awesome, I thought Ryoko kicked ass, did not care for Ayaka, ever. The endearing thing did not stick with me.
Because nobody else did either.
Yeah, and I wanted a Cabot, like, I can't even tell you. Like, I just wanted the little cat. Yes. But I didn't understand why Tenchi was not interested in any of these girls.
Makes you think he was kind of fun.
Sense to me. Well, and I mean, if he is cool, like, go find you a harem of dudes. But like, he just seems like it just made no sense to me that he wasn't interested at all. And like,
you as a older chick, like, what the hell was wrong with you? This is
It got even more awkward whenever the Tenchi in Love happened.
Oh my!
That one random girl with the bob haircut.
Yes, didn't he like go to college and fall in love with somebody? So okay, I do like that. Maybe just none of these girls were for him.
Yeah,
Okay.
they've now changed it where the first series is now Tenchi Universe. They've changed a lot of stuff.
I do own the box set. Yeah, I do own the box set of War on Geminar, which is more recent and isn't technically Tenchi.
Yeah.
But I really enjoyed that. And I believe it was Cherami as Wahanli in that just stole it from me. She and Jade I thought were fantastic. So I have that one, and I enjoyed the series a little bit more. But just originally, like, Tenchi was what I had to watch during Rising Sun to like get to the next show.
Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna not watch the Rising Sun.
But looking back though and rewatching an episode, I'm like, God, how I had no taste in voice at all. Because Tenchi's voice is, oh my God, I'm so worried.
And also,
that's the only voice that bothered me.
I have such nostalgia goggles for all old dubs. I think everybody was doing the best that they could at the time. Well, and I mean, it was this whole new market. It was this whole new kind of thing. It was cartoons, but not cartoony. And trying to find the middle ground there had to have been super difficult. So, I mean, there are a lot now that if you try to stack them up to modern dubs as we know it and what it's evolved to are going to fall flat. But I think that for me, they exist in this just sort of a still frame in time where they kind of can't do any wrong.
Right?
Yeah, like Trigun.
Or the original Sailor Moon or anything like that. See, here's my thing, though. And I'm just saying this outright. You know, considering the fact we've had discussions about this a couple of times before, but my thing is, you know, you can't compare what was then to now.
Mm-hmm.
Because that was like Felecia said, it was a whole different time.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
the process was
and also, also Felecia, I just want to say, going back to Tenchi, like you said, like you don't care for much about Aika and of course the whole War of Geminar and stuff. First of all, War of Geminar is what Tenchi Muyo GPX should have been, or GXP.
GP, there you go.
Yeah, it's what GXP should have been, because GXP, it was a mess.
There's only one episode I liked that series, and you guys all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, the whole
with the Tenchi gang. Yeah, that's the only one.
Yes,
only.
And also for Princess Ayaka, I feel like saying this, quoting Link from the Legend of Zelda cartoon from '89. Well, excuse me, princess.
Oh, jeez,
like from Plant Your Eye.
Oh God. But I'm not gonna even lie. How do you come up? How does everybody have a regular voice and you the only one who has an English like?
Well, she's a princess. You have a royal affectation.
Yeah.
Let's give that to Sasami too.
Sasami, what are you doing here?
Well, then it's spoilers, I think, if you give it to Sasami. But that's been a hot minute, so I don't remember.
Well, she turns into that hot 18-year-old.
Yeah, Tsunami, right?
See, for the win.
Yeah, it comes from.
She had her own show, didn't she?
Sasami Magical Girls Club or something.
Yeah.
I remember, I think Zach Bolton may have directed that. I remember talking to him about it not too terrible long ago.
Oh, man.
Interesting.
And not to mention, you come with a nice, beautiful voice as well. And also, when you voice Emmy, it was like, wow, it's like she's all blunt and strict.
Oh, Emmy. God, I love her. I love that crazy pants tsundere so much.
I do. I love her much as I love Yuma and Ray Dare. Yeah, I would like to be Ray Dare's slave.
And not to mention, if you have an opinion about her flat breast, holy shit, she will kick your ass.
Falcon punch.
Oh yes, Falcon
it's just punch. Your armor costs less. Okay, it's fine.
Oh man. Oh Lord, have mercy. But like I said before, I would like to be Ray Dare's slave right about now. I'm a slave for that phone.
Oh man, sorry for the spoilers, but I don't think she's in any position to take on any new slaves. She had a bad day.
She can have her first one. I would gladly take that punishment from Rias or her.
Aw.
That would be a true death, true blood for if anybody who knows that. That's just me. It's just only me. But beyond that, let me go back to the rest of my crew. If you got any questions while I'm doing this right now, do you have any questions?
Yeah. So I got a question to Felecia. It's like I got a question. I remember when I saw you. Are you really a huge fan of Mega Man? Because I saw one of your tweets and I was like, holy crap, you got something that's Mega Man related.
Well, okay, so that was actually a really cool gift that I got from my husband for his birthday. Are these cool, like, splatter art Mega Man 2 villains, I believe, is what I got him.
Oh, the Robot Masters.
Yes, all of the Robot Masters. I had not played a Mega Man game until maybe a couple years ago. I've still not beaten one, but I've played a few levels of Mega Man 2, and it is amazingly infuriating, but really satisfying. And I am also, though, a huge fan of the Proto-Men, the band who do the Mega Man rock opera.
Wow.
So if you have not heard them, go listen. It's like dystopian Queen meets Broadway. It's incredible.
Oh, man.
And they've done Act 1 and 2. And Act 1 is the story of Mega Man, the Robot Masters, and Proto-Men. Act 2 is actually a prequel, which is the story of Dr. Light and Dr. Wily. Yes. And it's fantastic, just knocks my socks off. It's actually, there are a few songs from Act 1 that I listen to pump me up before auditions. It's like my little ritual, so.
Oh, yeah, everybody gotta have a ritual.
Exactly, because here's the thing, with Mega Man 1, it's like, hey, they told the exact story of how Dr. Wily and Dr. Light were friends until Wily was so bitter to the point that he wants to steal Wily's robots in order to take over the world. And then Mega Man, and then what's it called? Rock, which is I think that's Dr. Light's actual creation that Dr. Wily left out from after stealing all his robots. Happens to became Mega Man because for the fact is you want to fight for peace and peace and justice in order to bring order and everything else. I'm sorry if I sound like this, but anyways, it's pretty amazing for the backstory of it for Mega Man 1, but Mega Man 2 was the exact whole thing. It's like Dr. Wily returns with his own robots.
Right.
And that's what it is. And not to mention, that's what I really like about the Mega Man series, especially 1, 2, 3. I don't care what people say about 4, 5, and 6 and beyond. I don't care. I just like, hey, as much as I love it, it's pretty amazing. It's my childhood, by the way.
Yeah, we all have that too. But speaking of, you speaking like you're a gamer. Let's see, for instance, what is like your, besides Mega Man, what is like your past favorites to your new favorites now?
Well, the first game that I ever beat, and I feel like I need to preface this because I really do try to play the fact that I am a pretty casual gamer. I enjoy games a lot, but I'm not very good at them.
So
I just gotta put that out in the universe. But I grew up with my grandmother, and we had the original NES, and we had a couple of games for that. But as far as she was concerned at the time, games were boy stuff. So my brother got all of the he didn't live with us, and he got like the SNES and the PlayStation and stuff. So I sort of had to steal gaming moments from other places.
Right.
But so the first game that I ever completely beat start to finish, still holds place in my heart as my favorite game, is the original Kingdom Hearts.
Yes!
Nice.
Yes, I got the game.
Do you own a PS3?
I do, and I have Kingdom Hearts 1.5 remix, which I have already beaten.
You already have one up on me. I haven't beaten it yet.
And my husband actually got me Kingdom Hearts 2.5 remix for Christmas, which I am holding off on playing until I finish Final Fantasy X, the HD remix.
Oh, very nice.
HD remix.
I'm getting pretty close to the end there. Waka is just useless to me right now, so I guess I need to grind him. But I made Lulu is like my tank, and then I made Kimari a battle mage. Okay. So he's got all my spells and stuff too.
Yeah, Waka won't be awesome unless you play the Blitz ball and beat it all the way 100%. That's how you unlock his best weapon.
Insert a joke between Waka and Lulu. It's like you said, like Waka is useless at the moment. I guess I should say right now that unless I guess Lulu will take care of him.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But
Lulu.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing.
I think the hardest ultimate weapon to get in Final Fantasy X, I think is for Lulu, if I remember right.
I think so.
Yeah, you have to consecutively dodge 100 lightning strikes in the lightning field.
Oh my god.
And that's not
consecutively. You get hit, you gotta start all over again.
And that's not easy. It takes about at least 6 or 7 times.
Alright, so first thing I've got to do is buy more PS3 controllers because I'm gonna break one.
Rage at the game.
Let's fucking rage!
Dude, just never play Iron Bread and you won't break a controller.
Good. Hey,
if you know what I'm referencing, you rock.
I do not, but I still rock. So.
Felecia, even though I'm glad that you play games casually at the moment, because right now the gaming at the moment is all competitive.
Yeah, it's always been. Yeah. It's only because of the companies make it competitive.
Mountain Dew Doritos.
You're right about that.
Yeah.
But as gamers as we are, we all take them as they are, not just because they're just who they are. It's because we love the game. This is our passion. This is our life. This is our career.
Which is why I've been doing what I've been doing. Yay, but Twitch TV.
And cheap luck.
Indeed. Well, I didn't say my URL now, did I?
Oh, well.
But soon enough, I'm going to probably start plugging the podcast on my channel.
You might want to do it now.
Because I do have 385 followers. 386 now. Yeah, and I had 260 December 19th.
Awesome.
Take streaming every day.
Awesome.
I try to stream.
It's also an outlet for my voice acting. It's fun.
Oh man, this would be see now you guys might go jump back on the. I might get a remake on the Final Fantasy X-2 remake on the PS4.
Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, can we talk about that for a second? Yeah. So I still have a PlayStation 2, and you want to know why I have it?
Right.
It's so I could play Kingdom Hearts.
Right.
They finally announced that we're getting an upgrade, that we're going to get it on a next-gen console, and I was ecstatic. And almost like a week after they announced Kingdom Hearts 1.5 Remix on the PS3, they're like, also, we're releasing the PS4. Okay, thanks.
And Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah.
Will be coming out on next gen.
And also, Felecia, are you as much as you're a huge Kingdom Hearts Final Fantasy fan, but also are you actually disappointed to the point that what Square Enix just did? They announced Final Fantasy VII, a whole remastered, everything else, and then they took it away from us. They just pulled a Capcom on us.
Oh. Well, and see, the thing with 7, though, is I'm not really sure what people are expecting. I think we have to keep expectations realistic. I mean, do they want to see sharper polygons? Because that might be able to happen. Like, see everybody's hexagonal bodies just stacked in HD. But if you want it with sort of the Advent Children style graphics,
yes,
that is, I don't know if that can happen. I don't know if that is a reasonable expectation.
Yeah,
I mean, they gave us Crisis Core, they tried to give us a taste, but I don't know if it's a realistic expectation to get like feathered hair and freckles on the original Final Fantasy VII.
Final Fantasy 13 graphics.
But see, my point is that we're talking about better graphics on a better console, but we tried that before, and then what's worse about it, they tried it with a demo when they were launching the PS3.
Like the PS3, what everyone's pissed is when they tested the PS3 engine and debuted it, it was Cloud from Final Fantasy VII. It was a rendered clip from the game.
Right. Wasn't it just the opening cinematic, though, with the train? It wasn't the gameplay.
Well, no, it wasn't gameplay, but also had Cloud in it, too.
It could have been. It could
all,
have
like, Advent Children, like...
At the same time, it could have worked.
Not outfit, but you know what I mean. Like 3D and all that.
It's all 3D. It was great.
But that was forever ago. That's why everyone's like, why tease us? Why not make it? But no, it's whatever.
It's still...
I have Advent Children.
That's like tease. Don't tease us. It's.
I'd rather have, a better, like a re-release of Dirge of Cerberus in HD. Because that game was fun.
That was kind of good.
Steve Bloom and more Steve Bloom. Vincent Valentine.
Yeah. I still don't understand why Hojo is always an old man, though. They had clips in that game from like 30 years before, and Hojo's still 75.
Damn.
I don't know.
He's like Ash Ketchum.
Yeah, except he only...
Forever 10 years old.
Wow.
He's still old. No matter how...
He's an old man forever. He's like a Master Roshi. Or Kami.
No matter how young you get, you're still old.
He's like Jiraiya Sensei.
Oh, God.
Oh, Jiraiya.
Except he's not pervy. To a social...
But Jiraiya wasn't always old looking. Master Roshi from like Dragon Ball to Dragon Ball Z looked the exact same.
Same as he never left. Oh my God.
Except for the flashbacks you got in Dragon Ball.
It was like, oh, how did you escape the Grim Reaper, Roshi? I was wondering, what's your secret?
I killed him. I wish I could sound like Master
What a
Roshi.
day.
I can do Korin though. Korin is my favorite.
You
only need to eat one sensu bean, Goku. They're magical. That's my favorite.
Make sure if you have a senzu bean, you also have lots of Cheetos on hand. That's my theory about the senzu bean.
Well, of course, indeed. Yeah, Jerobi, put that down.
The voice of a million, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, man. And let me ask Felicia, let me ask the rest of you guys. 2014 was a great year. Well, sort of, maybe. It depends on your personal preference.
In gaming.
Yeah, in gaming, in anime, whatever. But let me ask you this. Let me go start with Felicia first. What was your favorite anime or video game or moment or TV show that, really wanted for you in 2014?
Oh, man, I don't even know. God, I'm totally blanking on every piece of media from last year suddenly. Let's see, the dub release of Devil is a Part-Timer happened last year.
Course.
Yes.
Of course. Honestly, though, if we're talking anime, I gotta give it to Space Dandy. And I say I was in an episode of Space Dandy, but just the one. Well, the two. But that show was so great. It was really sort of a love letter to fans of anime. They had so many different styles and tropes that were visited, so many different directors and voice actors and artists brought in on it. And it really opened the door for this new broadcast dub thing that is starting to happen. It was the first time, I think, ever that we had the opportunity to hear a dub of an anime on before it aired in Japan. We got that. So I thought it was just groundbreaking and phenomenal and funny, and the staff in Japan as well as everybody over at Funimation really just put their hearts into it. So I got to give it to Space Dandy.
I definitely do too.
That's right.
I agree. I think Space Dandy was the one that opened the door for broadcast dubs to be born, because we would have gotten laughing under the clouds, or Psychopaths 2 if it wasn't for Space Dandy. So, if we it's groundbreaking, hope to do more of that. So hopefully do more and more anime.
Yeah, left out of dust, just like Kitty Girl and because the sequel to Kitty Grade was made in 2009, and we never get a U.S. English of it yet.
Probably because its sales didn't do well.
Right.
That's why D. Greyman didn't get season 3. Why Sergeant Frog isn't. I don't think Sergeant Frog's continuing. But yeah, because of the sales.
There's a number of anime.
There's a lot of shows that just didn't do well in the market.
Yeah. But let me go to Roy. What do you think? What do you think was the best?
Since I haven't been watching a lot of anime, aside from Stay Alive and the few things I own, for me it's TV shows. The Flash and the Arrow, Flash season 1. That finale was so good.
That was awesome.
So was season not finale, the season break.
Well, mid-season finale.
Okay, season finale Flash, but mid-season break for Arrow.
Okay.
That's continuing the week of January 20th. I cannot wait. Yeah. And Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., the way that ended was so good. Oh, I can't wait for that to continue. I actually need to start watching Secret Agent Carter.
Oh, yeah, it is awesome.
That's recording. Episode 2 came on today.
Yeah. It debuted last week.
Indeed, I haven't watched it yet. I need to marathon Gotham. Last time I watched it was in November.
I think it came back. Last week?
Yes.
Just started the new season.
Yep, it did last Monday.
Okay, so basically, for those of you who love those shows, you definitely got to jump into those. Those are awesome. Mm-hmm. But I want to say something that's also groundbreaking as well. If you don't mind, The Legend of Korra ended last month.
No spoilers. I haven't watched it.
No spoilers. But there was something groundbreaking you definitely want to check out. I don't want to give out spoilers, but it was groundbreaking. It had the whole world talking. It had Vanity Fair. It had IGN. It had everybody talking. So for those of you who didn't see The Legend of Korra series finale, I definitely recommend you do.
And I forgot something.
Right.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes, I have that DVD. It is so fun.
I feel bad. I haven't purchased it yet.
Oh man,
I need to get that on Blu-ray.
I bought that.
Roy.
Go ahead. Right.
Roy, I am Groot.
I am Groot. What about you, Mike? What do you think was the breakout moment of 2014?
Let's see. 2014. Okay, we never realized that we're going to have some games coming out in 2014, and not to mention, ever since then, I've been watching this anime starring a certain black-haired vixen named Asuka. I say Senran Kagura. Thank you, Xseed, for releasing the game out on the PS Vita and PlayStation TV, so I could have a chance to play it. So
that's the best thing I've ever bought.
Yeah.
That's $250 I've ever spent.
Yes. So I know you bashing PS Vita to some certain people in this call. You probably understand now the reason why the Vita. Okay, yes, Vita doesn't sell good. I saw some thumbs downs for the Vita and stuff, but hey, at least we deliver some good games out of Japan, especially games such as not only Senran Kagura, but also Sword Art Online.
And also Sudoku 2. Sudoku 2, and also Persona 3. What was it, Persona 3 or 4? I forgot what it was.
Persona 4 Golden.
Oh, and don't forget God Eater.
Yeah.
God Eater. All the games out there around 2014 coming out on the Vita. Transported to the US.
I can't wait to see how many that's gonna come out. Hopefully 5 will come out on Vita. Hopefully. But I haven't heard much about it on PlayStation Experience, but it has been confirmed for PC. From what I've heard, that Persona 5 is going to be. But as far as what 2015 is going to, let me go and circle around. Mike, what do you think 2015 is going to be?
More imports from Japan, please. That's what I'm going to say. More imported games from Japan. That way, people will have a great feeling of it. I mean, right now, we do have some new Guilty Gear games, especially Guilty Gear XRD out already.
Yes!
And, of course, we get...
bad.
Yeah, of course, it's like the whole cel-shaded fighting style throughout the game. And also, hopefully they'll bring out another sequel to the Senran Kagura series to the Vita. Yeah, it's worth it'll be worth your $100. Trust me.
It was worth my $100 when I bought that first one.
No, $100 for not the Vita, but $100 for the PlayStation TV.
Oh yeah. You can get it for $199. You gotta get a game. You can also hook it up to your PS4 if you definitely have a PS4. You can play the PS4 games remotely. But let me go to Roy. What do you think 2015 is going to be like for you as a fan?
Games, and more games. End of this month, Dying Light.
Dying Light.
Pretty much, it's like Mirror's Edge meets Dead Island.
Yeah.
Plus better gameplay.
Oh, yeah.
Combined with RPG elements.
Do you think it'll be close?
I've seen some gameplay because there's two of my favorite YouTuber Let's Players got their hands on pre-alpha builds, or alpha builds or whatever of the game. They only let them play so far.
Right.
And from what I've seen, let's just say I got $100 Best Buy gift card for Christmas.
Right.
And so one of my friends suggested, hey, why don't you go and buy a $100 Steam game card with that? I'm like, that's a good idea. So I did that, pre-ordered Dying Light, then bought a handful of games that were on sale, like one of my favorite games, Star Wars Force Unleashed, 1 and 2.
Right.
And what I didn't know, they digitally remastered, HD overhauled that game. I didn't know that until I started playing it. I'm like, oh my god, this is amazing. And I beat it in one sitting. While I streamed it.
That's a good start.
But yeah, there's a lot of games. Right. The Arkham Knight. There's
of course, Batman.
A lot of games.
Yeah, because Rocksteady is back in business with the game now. Because
if you pre-order, you get to play as Harley Quinn, and pretty soon Red Hood. For those of you who don't know, Red Hood and Outlaw, shame on you. And of course, he's pretty much like the sister of Robin, but a badass version of it at that. Can't wait for that. It's going to be awesome on June 2nd. I'm also looking forward to Mortal Kombat 10 to drop on April 14th.
Yeah. I remember now. Avengers, Age of Ultron.
Yes, sweet.
That's number one thing in this year.
Oh, also, don't forget the Marvel series. I just saw the promo for Daredevil on Netflix.
Yep, I've known about that one. There's going to be 4 in total of those. They're all going to be linked into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, just like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is. Got Daredevil, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, and the Iron Fist.
Iron Fist. Oh!
They're all going to be tied together.
Yes!
Daredevil first. 13-episode series, Netflix originals.
Sweet. I highly submit you support them. They're awesome. Felecia, what do you think 2014 is going to work for you, fan, and as a voice actress?
Well, as a fan, one thing that I'm really excited about are the influx of musicals. I am a huge musical fan, and already this year we've got Gallivant, we've got Into the Woods. Allegedly, I haven't heard much on it lately, but coming around Valentine's Day, there's going to be a film adaptation starring Anna Kendrick of one of my personal favorite musicals, The Last 5 Years. We rolled off of 2014 with a remake of the musical Annie. I've heard their rights to other musicals that have been picked up for film adaptations, and I would love to see an explosion of musical fabulousness throughout the year.
Oh, it could happen. It could very well happen.
Mm-hmm. As an actor, I guess I'd like to work. That would be nice.
That's always good.
That's always good.
I mean, I guess all I can really say without getting in trouble is stay tuned for things. Yeah. There may be opportunities to hear me in new mediums coming up in the next few months. Coming soon. So pay attention. And I just would really like to continue to work and to grow and to meet new people and to go to a convention near you. Talk to your con organizer.
That's it. Let's go to Comic-Con.
Plug.
Comic-Con. Bring Felecia Angelle here so we can meet face to face.
Yes, Lord. Well, we got to do an up close face to face chat. Be friends.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we gotta do all that. But yeah, we're gonna have to talk to them. Speaking of which, we will be making an appearance at Comic-Con. You can come say hi, say what's up with us. You know, it is taking place February 27th through March 1st. I'm basically going to be there on February 28th because, you know, work. And you know, guys got to pay the bills. I can't fangasm like I want to if I ain't broke. Like a broke bastard. But anyway, considering the fact that you can come see us, come meet us, we'll take guys, we'll show you, we'll promote the podcast. By the way, for those of you who didn't know, Michael Suicide, Ayu Sakata, as well, I think Bryce Papenbrook is going to be there.
And Team 4-Star go be there.
Team 4-Star.
TFS.
Oh yeah, they're all going to be there. We're going to go meet them. We're going to chat with them. See if we can't get them on the podcast. Maybe. See what? That'd be cool. I think Roy has talked to him at Otakon for us.
No, I've only gone to Texas cons, bro. Only Texas cons, and there's a lot of cons in Texas.
Yes, they are.
And it depends what month and how far you're willing to drive. Especially of central near DFW, like there's like all the way south, east, west, north, depending how far you want to drive. The farthest I've driven for the con was OmniCon. That was in McAllen. That was a 9-hour drive. Thank God I didn't drive. That was the only time I met Travis Willingham. And I got him to sign like a plethora of things.
The only farthest I've gone is Tennessee for MTech.
And
so,
how long was the drive?
That was probably 2-3 hour drive.
That's not
2-3 drive. That's not very far.
Once you hit Texas, it's like, okay, 3 hours that way you're Austin, 5 Houston, 4 San Antonio, like the far drives everywhere.
I don't want to go. Well, I haven't made the attempt to go farther yet because I want to try to support as many southern cons out there, but southeastern cons. But you know, money talks.
Yeah.
Money talks bullshit.
Yeah, that's why I haven't been outside Texas.
Exactly.
Gas are expensive, and plane tickets are even more expensive.
Our bitch. Mm-hmm. But I haven't been outside of Birmingham for a while, so yeah, I can only say that.
Yeah, I need to step up my A game with my graphic design as well, so I could easily branch out, so I could save up for not only a new computer but also go to conventions too. And also, I definitely need to work hard not only on my web shows and stuff like that. But okay, I'll stop. Sorry.
No, you good. Fine.
I don't want.
It's motivation.
It's like
that's all.
Yes, it's like. Sorry, it's just I don't want to self-promote myself or anything. I mean, it's like there's a lot of things I gotta do, like keep doing what I'm doing, like art working, or like do some more like what's it called? Do some more graphic designing and all that stuff. Not only my web shows and stuff, I've got to work on that as well, and definitely need to push more into it so people could still tune in. If they feel like donating, they'll donate. It's like I will appreciate the money that I'll be getting, and that way not only get a new computer but also to go to conventions too. I really want that to happen. And
it's this is a motivation for all of us. It's not just in voice actors; it's also people in the media. So definitely this is a year for us to branch out and break out. So don't feel like you're the only one out there. But other than that, Felecia. It's coming to a close. It's come to the show, the close here tonight. We definitely want you back for another go in the Shrine. Thank you. Thank you for being with us tonight.
Absolutely. Thank you guys for having me. It's always fun to come and chat.
It's always cool to have you hang with us, for us to come. Because I wasn't going to branch out for saying this in 2015, I promised. But, why are you still here after all this craziness?
You always ask that to every single people out there. It's like,
why are you still here? I just got to ask,
I thrive on organized chaos. It's fine.
But see, we ensue chaos. That's the whole point. Like, I'm surprised that
we're like Discord from My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. We thrive for chaos.
Dude, I'm surprised that she's put up with us for the last 10 minutes on this podcast.
Let alone an hour.
A whole solid 60 minutes. Like, Jesus. But I appreciate it nonetheless. We all do. But we love for you to ensue the chaos again with us.
Absolutely. And hopefully in maybe a few more months I'll have some new fun stuff to talk about. So
Ooh, we would love to hear that. Can't wait. For those of you who gotta check her out, you gotta check her out in her anime. Day 8 Live, High School DxD, Fairy Tail, Samurai Kagura, and the upcoming Bento.
yes, Bento I believe is out on February 5th.
And
Yes.
It's very, very soon.
yeah, in the meantime, watch Devil as a Part-Timer as well.
Aesthetica and
Which is available on Netflix in dub and sub.
Oh, yeah.
If you watch the dub, be sure that you put the subtitles on for the Inte Isla language because it's available without having to change any settings on the DVD release. But for some reason on Netflix, if you don't put subtitles on for that, it pretends that it doesn't exist, and so you won't understand anything that's going on.
right. Right.
Ah, interesting.
And you can also check it out at Aesthetica Rogue Hero as well.
Mm-hmm.
All titles coming from Funimation. You got to check them out.
And South
Either
Korea.
by, yeah, of course.
Oh, Songareya.
And you can also check them out on Funimation EBS if you're low on cash. It's also a great chance on that you should be watching. Oh, by the way, for those of you who don't know, or maybe you don't know, there is a new PlayStation 3 app of the Funimation app, so you definitely want to download it and enjoy.
PlayStation fans, welcome to Funimation.
About
Yes.
time.
It was just
And I know it's weird for me to promote as a dub actress, but they actually have released a cheaper subscription that is sub only.
right.
So if you are not a fan of dub, which I know there are people who are,
Yes.
surprise, surprise, there are anime fans who don't like dubs. Who'd have thunk? But if you aren't, you can get for a cheaper fee every month access legally in HD, ad-free, all of their subtitled stuff. I mean, it's a great way to support the industry and to make sure that the shows that you love get here legally and get the treatment that they deserve.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, legally. Not that watchbullshitonline.com, whatever it is. Just,
Yeah.
no. Stay
No.
clear away from that shit.
Stay away from it. Stay away from it all. But we always support here at Shrinetime Entertainment. Support your local anime distributor or your distributors online legally.
Mhm.
Support the anime industry. Don't destroy it.
It's true. Only you can prevent an anime crash.
Yes. Yes. If you destroy it, if you destroy it, Emmy will come and hunt you down.
It's true.
It's true. It's true.
Mhm.
But anyway, we're coming to the end of this podcast. Felecia, how can fans find you on social media?
You guys can find me at Felecia Angelle. That's FELECIAANGELLE on Twitter. Felecia Angelle voice actress on Facebook. And I have an Ask FM account if you have any burning questions for me that you'd like to ask. And that's my handle on that is Itsafee, ITSAFEE.
Oh man, you gotta check her out. She is fun-loving. She's awesome. She's amazing. She tweets. She's fun. She posts with us. It's awesome. You gotta go check her out. Like her, please like her and follow her. It's awesome.
Yes.
Roy, how can fans find you on social media?
As of late. Let's see. Always my Facebook, which is Raizuto Creations. RAIZUTO Creations. That's my fan page, which now doubles as my Twitch TV page. That's where you're going to find me 90% of the time now. Which is www.twitch.tv/Raizuto_gaming.
What games are you playing on Twitch?
Mostly 75% of my viewership is from League of Legends. Then I'm also here and there playing Skyrim. Every Wednesday I'm playing through Paper Mario, The Thousand Year Door. Let's see, what else? I'm gonna start up Dying Light when it comes out. Let me look at my desktop, actually. Gonna start Hearthstone, and then there's a handful of games. And I'm apparently the only person that streams a game called Ascension on Twitch. It
Cool.
amuses me.
And
Considering the fact he's a go-to kind of guy, you definitely got to check out his artwork as well as his gaming because he is pretty awesome at that. He's really awesome. Mike, speaking of a guy who's another guy that's awesome in gaming and anime, Mike, how can fans find you on social media?
Well, you can follow me on Twitter at Mike Maverick AG and like me on Facebook at Mike Maverick Ace Gamer. And also, I have a YouTube channel which is Turnabout Entertainment, or Turnabout ENT. That's Turnabout ENT. And I also have a secondary channel for playthrough, commentary, let's plays, whatever. It's called Turnabout Gaming TV. So I'll be uploading all my gameplays down there below, and hopefully if I get 500 subscribers, I'll get an actual URL link for it because, yeah, thank you, Google. Thumbs up.
Well, stop somewhere.
And also I'm thinking about going back on Twitch, making a tight schedule for playthroughs and stuff. That way I could branch out on not only that, but I'm also going to keep a good schedule. I'm not going to stream numerous of times, for instance, a long time, every day, stuff like that. but I'm thinking about around probably 4 hours a day. Sounds good.
As long as it's healthy for you and you don't have to dare out every now and then. Sometimes people can't handle I guess you could say the dreariness of doing long gaming walkthroughs while having an audience.
Yeah, unless it's like, for instance, you don't want to end up like a certain person that shall not be named. I'm not gonna bring it in front of Felecia Angelle.
That's all right.
If you follow me on Twitter, you know who I'm talking about.
Of course. And of course, you can check out this podcast on social media at facebook.com/Shrinetime Entertainment, as well as Twitter at Shrinetime ENT. Most of our news and casts and everything gonna be checked out. Actually, we're gonna be doing some new announcements that will be coming out very soon. I want you to check them all out, and I will be letting you know about some big news that are coming out concerning ShrinetimeEntertainment.com, which is why I'm waiting for the longest to get this back up and running. But I promise you, it'll be all worth it. I am doing some work with that. Also, you can also check us. You can also check us out on our Tumblr at ShrineTimeEntertainment.tumblr.com. That will be up and running, and also the Google Plus page for us. I will have that up and running on the Facebook. You'll know that for sure. And pretty soon I'll be doing some live Twitch streaming of my own for the Shrine. Through my PS4. So definitely I'll be doing some gameplay as well. So I'll be joining Roy on the PS if he does PS4. Maybe he'll do PC.
Nope.
He'll do PC.
Only PC. I don't need to buy a PS4 because I have a monster PC now.
Okay, I got a PS4. I'll do the PS4 version.
By the way, don't forget to plug our YouTube.
Oh,
you're going to upload this to our YouTube, are you not?
And also, if guys, if you're trying to follow us on Shrinetime Entertainment, please don't be a spammer. If you do, I'm gonna kick your ass.
He doesn't mean that literally, ladies and gentlemen. But we will ban you if you do. But you can also check out this show as well as others on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/ShrinetimeTV,
which you're currently watching,
of course.
You should be watching. Oh, great! Funimation going to sue us.
No.
You should be listening.
Please don't sue us. I am up to my ass in debt.
Yeah, Gen Fukuyama. We're not worthy, man.
We're not worthy. Don't sue us, sir. No. Anyway, and then you can also check me out personally on my Twitter at Money Senpai SCP. That's Money MONEY SCNPAISEP. I'll be dwelling in the world of Twitter a little bit more every day. I haven't really gave it so much thought to do Twitter, but here and there I will be hitting you guys up as much as I can and ask and take questions as well. And also you can check me out on my Tumblr, which is up in strongly there. I haven't really gotten it advanced. And that's at Money Senpai Official. You can also check out my Instagram page at Money Senpai. By the way, I will be sending out pictures of the material and pictures of my up-and-coming cosplay debut for Male Sailor Mars, which, by the way, I will be doing in a few weeks at Comic-Con. So I'll be doing that a little bit more. I have, I had to go and ask people for their opinions. I've actually found a picture of the Bill Cellar bars that I definitely want to check out, and I want Roy to look at after this podcast. So I know he's stuck with me on that Sailor Moon podcast.
This is what happens when you promise 3 original Sailor Scouts in the dub that you're going to do this.
Yes. And also, can I promote one more thing? Guys?
Can't say no when the original Jupiter and the original Mars ask you.
Yeah.
Can I promote one more thing? Yes, and also buy 100% Orange Juice on Steam. It's a great party game. Play that. Yes, I'll be playing that most of the times, guys. I will make a lobby so we can all play. It'll be up to 4 players, man.
All right. I definitely want to check out. I do want to do some more Steam games as well. I got to get a powerful PC myself. But that is coming up in April. A lot of stuff to be bought.
Yeah, it's worth your $5, man. 100% orange juice.
Nice.
Anyway, we got to get up out of here. For Felecia Angelle, the beautiful Felecia Angelle.
Oh, stop.
For Mike Matisse, Old Maverick, for Roy, a.k.a. Roy, I'm Buddy Senpai. We are getting out of here. We out of 5,000. Peace!
$9.99 a month.
You're listening to Shrinetime Entertainment Pop. What? The party's over? Well, let's clock out, guys. Come on. Let's go. Move. Let's go. Come on.